Okay. Alright, so go ahead and grab your social media handout and give yourself a tally mark each time I make a point that matches your goals. So, Facebook is for people in general because they expect your business to be on Facebook. So everyone should have at least one tally mark for Facebook. It also has the volume. 71% of online US adults use it. If you're looking for volume as opposed to the niche, tally mark for Facebook. Twitter is more common with younger users under the age of 29 or B2B. And I suspect that this number is a little bit askew because of the number of businesses that use Twitter. What's the age of your business? 5 years. What has happened here? Your age number is going to start going down as far as an average goes. But the majority of the consumers that use Twitter are generally younger. If you're looking for the younger crowd, give yourself a mark for Twitter. And it's only 18% of online US adults using it. Not a lot of people. LinkedIn is where you'll reach C-level executives and business people. That's you, tally mark. It's 22% of online US adults. It's actually not too shabby compared to some of the others. Google+, most popular with tech-savvy men. Every other platform has a small percentage of male users. Google+, it's over 70% men. That's something different and unique. It's 14% of online US adults. I'm sure that has changed by now because, like we talked about, of people being forced into it, that number just goes up rapidly. YouTube, number 2 search engine in the world, only second to Google. If you need that traffic and you need to be found, it's a good place to be. It does require the extra work of the video. It also has 58% of online US adults using it. It is second only to Facebook in volume. It's not really to be missed. I know it's a lot of work. Pinterest is very popular, again, with girly women and hobbyists. Men do use it too. They don't like to admit it. But 21% of online US adults are using it. And again, I'm going to guess that number is going to go up because Pinterest is showing very rapid growth. Now, if you're looking for money, we're going to get into that. Facebook, 1.15 billion users. The average annual income is $38,500. And that went up about a year ago. The average income was about $29,000. What kind of product are you selling? You got to be careful here. Some of these numbers are going to shift around. YouTube, 1 billion users. Again, you've got volume on Facebook and YouTube. Google+, 425 million. LinkedIn, 238 million. Twitter, 200. Pinterest, only 70 million users. That's kind of the niche of the group. But let's look at the numbers. LinkedIn, the average annual income is $109,000. Average annual income. Now again, I told you Facebook used to be only $29,000. What are you selling? I deal with a lot of surgeons. They're selling thousands of dollars in facelifts. Who's going to afford it in this group? People on LinkedIn. They're the executives. They're the ones that have made it to the top and they have the higher incomes. But Pinterest, oddly enough, is right behind it. The average annual income is $100,000 a year for Pinterest users. Well, a lot of those women are the same busy business executives that are obsessed with it. You also have here a lot of women that use it don't necessarily work because their husbands make enough money to support them. And you're going to find a little bit more about why about that in a minute. So Google+, $60,000 average. Twitter, $52,000 average. $38,000 for Facebook and $37,000 for YouTube. YouTube is the lowest. It has the most international use, and I think that number may have gotten diluted. These are supposed to be US numbers, but that seemed a little bit low to me. Okay, so how to make it happen, best practices. Facebook. On Facebook, you're going to post 4 to 6 times a week. You have to be committed to that. Facebook uses a special algorithm. It's called EdgeRank. And if you are not staying on top of your posting and your engagement, your page score is going to nosedive. Engage more than advertise. Highest traffic is 1 to 4 p.m. on Facebook average. However, your Facebook page, you can actually check your unique stats. So for some people, if you're a dermatologist and you're selling Botox, a lot of them, their highest traffic is actually on Facebook 9 to 11 p.m. because they have working women who are doing it later at night on Facebook. But the average high traffic is 1 to 4 p.m. So when are most people on Facebook? When they're at work. Yep. Most people are on Facebook when they're at work, not when they're at home. Interesting about what you're going to market to them. If they're at work, keep it short and sweet. And then you need to follow the EdgeRank rules. What are the EdgeRank rules? Dun, 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 dun. This is the algorithm Facebook uses. They don't like to talk about it and they don't like to call it EdgeRank. The reality is, what they're saying is it's not EdgeRank anymore. So I call it the algorithm formerly known as EdgeRank. That's just what I call it. They don't want to give it a name. A text post, only text, no links, no photos, nothing, just text, is more valuable than a photo post. That means if I have 100 fans and I post text only, maybe 80 of my fans will see it. If it's a photo, maybe 70 of my fans will see it. This algorithm is determining what value your post is on Facebook. It's not done by time, and not everybody sees it. And last December, they made a huge cutback in the algorithm. So now your numbers, instead of 80 people seeing your text post, maybe 20 people are seeing your text post. If you have a Facebook page and you see this massive drop, it's because you've lost favor with Facebook. They don't think you're engaging enough. You have to use the engagement and this algorithm to get back up there. So for example, a share is the bottom of the algorithm. If on my Facebook page, all I do is share other people's content, not original, Facebook goes, people have seen that already. I'm not going to show that. So if my 100 fans, 2 see it. And if I share all the time, 2 people see it, 2 people, 2 people, 2 people, and then I share a photo, Facebook goes, nah, we'll show it to 10. I don't trust you. It's a very complicated algorithm. There are more than 1,000 pieces of code in the algorithm. And that's part of my daily job, since I do still work for a living, is keeping on top of this algorithm. It drives me crazy. But having the engagements that people talking about you score that's high will keep all of this high. If I have a page and my engagement level is more than 3%, which is the average for small business page right now, 3% engagement, teeny tiny. Most of my clients that I work with, their average is 30%, much, much stronger because I create and force that engagement. So, if my average page, 3% engagement, and I post text to my 100 fans, maybe 20 will see it because my engagement is so low. 100 fans, 30% engagement instead of 20, now I'm getting to 80, 90, 95 people seeing it. Same post. The only difference is that page has engagement scores. And you have to keep posting to keep your engagement score up. You stop posting, well, if you haven't posted anything, there's nothing for them to engage with. Your engagement can go down to 0. Then you have to build it back up. Facebook doesn't trust you. You gotta work it back up, and then stay there by posting engaging content. And I don't care if you're talking about babies or puppies or cute fluffy bunnies, whatever it takes to be engaging.
So now when you're saying Facebook does this, you're talking about the software, not the users?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. The mighty top of the algorithm Facebook. 2 questions. So first.
So if you have a post and if you have like 100 fans or whatever, if you haven't been engaging in it, then it won't show up on their newsfeed. It will only go on selective feed?
Yep. Maybe 2 people. Maybe 5 if they like you enough. Yeah. Yeah, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
And it feels horrible, and small businesses are screaming right now.
So that's for page likes, right?
This is just
Like
page posts.
Okay.
Your personal wall has a very similar algorithm to it.
Okay.
But chances are you post on your personal one more often than you post on your business one.
Okay.
But yes, this algorithm does apply to individuals as well. Yes?
So when you're posting text, are you talking about specific things to your business, whatever it is, or you're just posting any kind of text?
Any kind of text. So that's actually what I'm going to talk about right here. So on your worksheet, it says example. I've got February in there. That was when I made this. Social theme and a product or service spotlight. So I'm going to use Barbie. I guess Joe left. Yeah. I'm going to use Barbie for Joe. So if I need to sell something for Barbie, first I think of a product or service to spotlight. So what could we spotlight to focus on for Barbie for this month?
New shoes.
New shoes. Okay, that's fine. We need to sell Barbie shoes. Okay? Now I need a social theme to go with it, because if all I'm doing is marketing on Facebook and going buy my shoes, buy my shoes, buy my shoes, buy my shoes, what's going to happen? People are going to unlike, mute, delete, walk away quickly. Okay? 1 in 4 is buy my shoes. 3 other posts need to be what's called social and engaging. So what can I talk about besides buy my shoes? Lots of things. We can talk about shoes in general. Now we're focusing on younger girls, right? So we can talk about what kind of shoes they really wear as opposed to Barbie. So we could talk about, let's talk about for social, we can even take it another step down. Let's talk about glitter. Because little girls really like glittery shoes right now. I've seen that in a lot of department stores. I don't have a little kid, but I've seen a lot of glittery shoes lately. So, we need to sell Barbie shoes, and our social element is glitter. Okay? I'm not crazy, I promise. So, what I'm going to do in 3 of my 4 posts is I'm going to talk about glitter. For little girls, remember? So, a little bit below our level. What's your favorite color of glitter? Oh my God, I like pink! Oh no, purple's my favorite, silver, rainbow color! They start answering my question. What is that doing? Engaging! Engaging is...
Market research, because when you're finding out what color glitter they like.
Yes, I do that too. I don't talk about it in this here, but that's exactly what I'm doing too. I do a lot of market research on Facebook. Okay, that's my first post. Next post, we're going to talk about glitter some more. If you could have hair, we won't do another question, that's kind of market research. Let's say, if you could have glitter in your hair every day, would you? That's kind of another question. Craft project that uses glitter. So now I'm sharing to an outside link. Now it could still be owned by Mattel. It could be Mattel's craft blog or something. Or it could be, I prefer nonprofits. If I'm going to link elsewhere, I use nonprofits. So it could be Big Brothers Big Sisters, and they have this project to make bracelets that use glitter. So my next post is making a bracelet with glitter. Okay, are they going to engage on that? Oh, you bet you. Yeah. Glitter, oh my gosh, glitter, yay! Right? So that's social. And then I still want to keep tied in with shoes some. So then I might have another post that is, did you know if you have an old pair of shoes that are looking kind of dirty, get some glue and some glitter and just go at it and ask your mom to help you. There's another one. I'm being social, I'm being engaging. We're talking about glitter, okay? And with Barbie, there will be other things to talk about as well. Newsworthy, there's a new Barbie coming out. And those kinds of things all start to mix in. And then I need to focus on selling the shoes.
So is this 4 posts in one day? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, just over time. Doesn't have to be in one day. Because I suggest about 6 a week. So that's generally 1 a day. Someone like Mattel would be doing 4 a day. But you guys don't freak out. You don't need to be doing that. If you're doing 6 a day, the benefit of 4 a day versus 1 a day is not that big. So if you want to do that much work, go for it. But it's not going to give you much more of a reward. So 1 a day is fine. So then on my 4th day, yeah.
So your video taking these rights?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So we can watch it later too?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully it works. I'm learning that every 30 minutes it cuts me off. So yeah, this will come, I will put this on YouTube,
Okay.
and you guys can email me, get my card. So yeah, I'm going to put it on YouTube. It won't be tomorrow or anything, but yes. Question, sorry, no, okay. So selling the shoes, right? So then I'm going to say, Barbie has a new pair of sparkly Crocs. because I saw a pair of sparkly Crocs the other day, right? If you've got sparkly Crocs, wouldn't it be great if Barbie could match your shoes? Oh my gosh, click, 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 right? That's what you're doing with Facebook, is you're being a friend, and I ask everybody to tell me, what kind of friend are you on Facebook? Especially with dealing with surgeons. Are you the stuffy and informative kind of surgeon? Are you the warm fuzzy? You can do it. We can help you, right? You're trying to lose weight, we're going to get you in here and we're going to make you look like $1 million, right? Or are you kind of the real scientific? You know, research shows this, research shows that. What kind of friend are you? Are you the informative friend? This is for your page. Your page needs to have a voice. Informative friend. Are you the cheerleader friend? Are you the, I don't know, I'm running out of ideas here. Usually got a ton of them. But you get the point. Are you the go-getter friend, right? What kind of friend are you, and how are you going to support your audience, and what are they looking for? Because then as you're writing, they're more responsive to you. You cannot just simply hit them all the time, buy my stuff. You have to be a friend.
Everybody's doing it, friend.
Hmm?
The everybody's doing it, friend.
You can be the everybody's doing it friend. Absolutely! Oh my gosh, did you see that these pink sparkly shoes were in this magazine and this magazine and this magazine? You need these pink sparkly shoes, right? That works as well. Twitter. Twitter, you're going to be tweeting 6 to 8 times a day, sharing links, tips, and facts. Little teeny tiny facts are great though. People like to retweet them. They also like to retweet quotes. Highest traffic is 7 to 9 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. What I was talking about earlier is people use it in the morning to get their digest of news. And it sees a peak at 1 to 3 p.m. as well. Late lunch. How? Get attention with the hashtags and the mention at tags. So we talked about hashtags. The at tag is just how you call out another business. And this is a great way to go. On Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn doesn't do it, on Google Plus was the other one I was thinking of. Get attention. If you tag me in a tweet, and you do it would be at Chickadita, and you mention me, I get an alert on my phone that says you're talking about me. I am immediately going to go, what is being said about me? Oh, they really liked my workshop. I'm going to tweet back, hey, thank you so much, glad you could make it. Tag you. What's just happened here? We're both getting exposure through Twitter and engagement to help bring attention from other people. LinkedIn, update once or twice a week. Again, only if you have something to say. Share corporate news, brag about your business. They want it here. Highest traffic is 7 to 8 a.m. and noon. More so than Twitter, it's that really strict, I'm a business person, I'm checking it with my coffee, and I'm checking it on my lunch break. And when I go home, I'm not checking it, I'm not at work anymore. So if you're trying to reach these people, this is when you want to use a scheduling tool, if you can. Or get up early when you're, rubbing your eyes and drinking your coffee, post. Write it in advance. I love to write them in Word documents, and they're ready to go. Leverage network contacts and groups, so you do want to join in with other people and make connections with other people on LinkedIn. But just don't go crazy with it, because if I see you have, 5,000 connections and then you send me a thing, I walk away quickly. Sometimes I even mark them as spam. I'm one of those people. Google Plus. Posting 4 to 6 times per week. Sharing information. Number 1, FAQs. We did talk about a lot of this. Highest traffic is 9 to 11 a.m. Interesting here, 9 to 11 a.m. and nothing in the afternoon. Remember Google Plus, who's the primary user? Young men, young tech-savvy men who were probably up until 2 or 3 in the morning playing games. And then this is when they're rolling out of bed. And then they are going to work later in the day. Use authorship and SEO, search engine optimization. That is Google Plus. And I've seen it, I've tested it. It's amazing how well it works. And even just a few things, I did 3 months of posting. I did, gosh, it was like, I think 8 to 12 posts a month, and his traffic was normally here and had been here for years, went boom, and it just stayed. It just got that extra boost it needed over the 3 months, and then it stayed higher even when we stopped doing so many posts. YouTube. 1 to 4 times per month, if you can. Give tutorials, answer questions. Highest traffic is 2 to 6 p.m. on Thursdays. If you have a video that you want to release, I suggest you release it on a Thursday. Doesn't have to be the 2 to 6 because they take time to load, so you can do it in the morning and then it's available. A lot of people are checking on Thursdays. What has happened with YouTube is most people release 1 video a week that are like the big YouTube brands. And so they follow these big YouTube brands. Those videos were coming out on Thursdays. And so now we've been trained, the new stuff's on Thursday, and that's when it gets used. And then optimize those videos with the links, tags, and SEO. Do not forget these things. In your copy for your video, it should have a website link, it should have your address, it should have your phone number. Most people do not click through on YouTube to go to your website. It actually has the lowest click-through rating of all the social platforms, despite its volume, despite being the #2 search engine in the world. They get into YouTube, they don't generally leave. But if you have your address and your phone number, or even just your phone number, a lot of them will call because they didn't want to leave YouTube. It's an interesting tactic, but it works. Pinterest. 6 to 10 times per week. Even if you're just repinning some of that, it's okay. You need to build a board that has interest. So it can't be all my stuff, my stuff, my stuff. You can have a board on Pinterest that are all your products. That's perfect. But then have another board of quotes and share other people's quotes, because what will happen is it will draw in traffic, and then they will see your other pins and your other boards and get curious and go over there. So you start mixing it up. Style, product, and how-to via a visual aid. So Pinterest, you can do squares. The best is the very tall vertical box. These do best on Pinterest. It's been shown, I can't remember the statistics right now, but the click-through of the long, skinny is very, very high. Now, highest traffic, I told you about this earlier that you wouldn't believe me. Who's using Pinterest? 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Its actual spike is midnight to 2 a.m. Who is using Pinterest?
Insomniacs.
Insomniacs, women who do not have to work, and moms. Up with the baby, on my phone, come on, go to sleep, I'm so tired, I'm looking at Pinterest on my phone in the middle of the night. If you have a product you are trying to get to young mothers, there it is, right there. And then don't forget, optimize those pins with links and keywords, and always, always take that second step, edit your pin, add your link. Nobody ever does it, and it drives me up the wall. I see things that I like, I'm like, oh, I would buy that. It doesn't do anything. I can't buy the product. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it came from. Don't do that. And then what happens is if your pin is optimized and then other people repin it, it just gains more momentum in driving the traffic back to you. You get that link and that keyword just going viral.
So what you just said,
Yes.
because oftentimes I've seen things on Pinterest and just what you said, I click on the thing and it's like, okay, where can I get this? Are they just putting it on there just so I can see it? Why can't I find out where I buy it? But and so I'm thinking I'm the idiot. But
Yes.
it's the actual person hasn't put the link through.
Correct. Yeah, it means the person
So if
has
that
not.
happens, is there a way to contact the people and find out where you can buy it or not? No, it's up to them to make it
There's
right.
no contact through Pinterest.
Mhm.
You can't message anybody. It's missing. So no, they have lost out on who knows how many sales, because if you saw it and you liked it, how many other people saw it and liked it and wanted to find it? Now you can repin it and you can give it a link if you happen to know where it is, but if you have no idea, I've tried. I see something I like. I tried Googling it. I still can't find it.
It's so frustrating because it makes me feel like I'm inadequate in using this stupid site.
Yeah. And no, and it's not. It's because so many people are using it and don't know what they're doing. And that's something I'm faced with because I'm a social media specialist and everybody goes, oh, my 12-year-old niece, she's great at Facebook. She can do this. This is an entirely different game. I'm talking about the algorithms of Facebook and using it as a guerrilla tactic and using Google Plus as a guerrilla tactic to bypass the lines in search engine optimization and marketing. This is way, way different than, I like Twitter, I can tweet. Those people drive me crazy because that's what I get compared to all day long is, oh, you do social media, isn't that cute? No, it's not cute. You try marketing for a breast augmentation in Atlanta when everybody else is doing it, is spending all kinds of money, and you can't post certain words on Facebook, you can't post those kinds of pictures. How do you get people to buy it? It's tactical. It's warfare. You have to think outside the box.
With your little sponge.
So there are lots of ways of doing these things, but they take a lot of focus and energy. And small businesses, I know, don't have the money. You're going to do a lot of it yourself. And I'm hoping that a lot of this will help get you going in the right direction, knowing where to spend your time and energy. But the reality is, if you're not doing it, if you're too busy doing your business, get someone to help you. I can do what I do tactical. Even if your 12-year-old niece can do something for you, get some content up there. Make time, put it on your calendar. You can use a scheduling tool and simply go and say, okay, every Monday I'm going to spend 1 hour, I'm going to write a bunch of posts, I'm going to schedule them out, and at least I have something. I'm not neglecting or ignoring. And decide what's important to you. If Facebook isn't your audience, be there simply so that people can find you, right? Because it's the yellow pages, they're going to look for you. Don't worry about posting. If you don't want to play Facebook's game, don't play it. If Google Plus is where you need to be, or Pinterest is where you need to be there instead. You do not have to do all of them. And there's more. Everybody goes, why aren't we talking about Instagram? Why aren't we talking about, because we could talk about them for days. I picked 6 that I think would help you guys the most. Certainly Instagram is a great one for photo sharing, but it doesn't offer the monetization that Pinterest does. People are on Pinterest and they're more interested in buying things. So that's important for you guys as well. So we actually still have time in this building. If you have any questions, I'm here, Wade's here, yes.
In regard to Google Plus and then Google and Yahoo, they're talking about like ways, you know, because their advertisements are very expensive and ways you can get on there free. How does that work when, you know, businesses, you know, people come in and they type in Yahoo or Google, one of those search engines and say, you know, haircuts or boxing or some, you know, in San Luis Obispo, and they want to, and you know, you click it and then all these businesses pop up and there's ones always on the top. There's ones that are like 2, 3, 4 pages away. How does that normally work as far as getting on there, you're like paying for it or finding ways to get on there free?
Yes. So what you're talking about, that is SEO. That is completely SEO. If you want to be, markers over here I can steal. No. Oh, ha, I see one. So, on Google, you have the ads, and you have here, you have ads. Right, and then there's typically kind of a blank space. This is actually used by Google Plus and YouTube, sometimes, more often than not Google Plus. And then also right here is Google Plus. They get these spots, and then you have the actual results. Okay, so this spot right here is called Page 1, Rank 1.
This is if you're searching for a specific thing, right? This is when it pops up.
Yeah. So just kind of help with the visual. So if I want to be Page 1, Rank 1, that is organic and free. That spot doesn't cost me anything. The Google Plus spots don't cost me anything. And these ones are cutting the line. Because in order to get this for, we'll do San Luis Obispo Barber, that